Hey, it's Lisa Filia, your confidence coach for your career. I'm a certified life coach with a master's in psychology, and I'm here today to talk to you about how we sometimes hold ourselves back from our own successes. This shows up for me a lot of times when I'm talking about how I think other people might feel if I'm successful. And so, really, the key from this video is this idea that I've held myself back because I don't want to make someone else feel bad. And this is really important for us to uncover and realize if this is happening for you, because once you see it, then you can decide if this way of thinking is really helping you or that other person that much at all. And then you can adjust it to do something that's a little more helpful for you to get what you're wanting. All right, so to dive into this concept, I've held myself back for fear of how other people might feel if I'm successful. Now, if I think there's a lot of different reasons that we can hold ourselves back, but for the sake of this video, we are focusing just on this idea of not wanting to make someone else feel bad, and so then using that to blunt our own success. And the way this has shown up for me are thoughts like, well, if I really push forward, then people are gonna roll their eyes at me, or they're gonna be angry at me or resent me. They're gonna think I'm too career driven, too ambitious. They're gonna be upset and feel bad about themselves because they couldn't make it happen for them. This can happen sometimes with siblings, it can happen with parents, it can happen with friendships, other family members, where you don't want to let your own self fully show up as you, as the power, as the strength that you are, because you're worried what your person, whatever that person is for you in your life, will make that mean about themselves. And so it's like, if I go and do that, then they'll know it's possible and they'll feel bad that they never got there. And I don't want them to feel bad, and so I'm not going to push. Or it might be about them feeling bad, but also about how that relates to you and how you feel. So that sounds like, yeah, but if this really works and I'm super successful and I go that far ahead, people aren't going to agree that I'm focusing on the right thing. They'll think that I'm too into money or advancement in the professional world. I'm not focusing on my family enough, and they'll be angry with me for it. And so I'm not going to do it because they're just going to be upset. And so I'm sharing this because I started to notice some of these thoughts in my own head. Thoughts I didn't think were there, but as I really examined what it was, is this idea that if I push forward, what would someone else think about that and think about me? What will they make it mean about them? And then what will I make that mean about me? So I said a lot of things there, but really what this comes down to is you're afraid or concerned about what the other person will feel from your success. So you hold yourself back. And the reason you're so concerned about how they'll feel about your success is, yeah, you want them maybe to feel good, but you also don't want to feel bad for making them potentially feel bad. So there's this whole other layer where it's like you sort of think you can control how the other person feels because you think if you're successful and they feel bad about it, then they're feeling bad because of your success. But they're not. The reason they feel bad, if they even feel bad, you don't even know. But the reason they'd feel bad is because what they're making that success mean about them. And really, though, if you're someone who's noticing that you felt this way, where you're kind of holding back because you don't want someone else to feel uncomfortable, so you might, as soon as somebody gives you a compliment, you won't take it. Or if somebody says, hey, you know what? I really value your opinion on this. You'd say, oh, but I just got lucky. Like you don't let You don't let compliments or accomplishments sink in because you don't want to look like you're above somebody else. But all that does is hold you back, and it says a lot about you. When you're worried about how the other person might see you, it's often because of what you make it mean when somebody else is successful. So I've noticed I've held myself back in the past for fear of how other people would feel. Like they might feel bad because they didn't get that or whatever. But what that told me was, oh, when I see other people successful, then what am I making it mean about me? And I realized I was making it mean, oh, something's wrong with me. How come I couldn't figure it out? And I would make me feel bad. And so it's so intriguing because the way that we show up for ourselves and the way we think other people will think about us actually has nothing to do with them and so much to do with you and how you actually see yourself in relation to others. And so what we want to do is we want to break apart this relationship. We want to realize that the only thoughts and feelings that we can control are our own. So if somebody else feels a certain way, and they even might think it's from you, it still has nothing to do with you and all about what they're thinking. This takes the pressure off of you because what it does is it allows you to see that the only thing you can own is how you show up. And you also can realize that you can give yourself then the opportunity to shine brighter, to take that leap, to let yourself be successful. Because success doesn't have to mean someone else feels bad because they couldn't get there. Instead, it can mean that, hey, it's possible. So-and-so did it, why not me? And they can use that as an opportunity to help themselves get even more successful. Because truth be told, you do not know what someone else is going to think about your success. You don't. It's up to them. They might not think anything of it, but they also could use it as an opportunity to be motivated, to say, hey, it's possible. Now it's my turn. Let's see what I can do. And they can use that to fuel themselves, feel good about themselves, and push forward. But by you holding yourself back, not showing up fully because you don't want to hurt their feelings, you're not giving them the opportunity to learn from you or you the opportunity to grow. So it's time for us to stop holding ourselves back because of what we think it'll mean for how other people feel, and instead just own how we're showing up, own our own feelings, and let ourselves be big, be bold, and be everything that we're wanting to be. That's what I have for you today. If you want to dive into this concept deeper, let's talk. Schedule a consult call with me. It's a 60-minute free call, all focused on you, your mind, and how we can take you to that next step that you're wanting to get to in your life and in your career. Sign up by going to lisaphilia.com/schedule. That's www.lisaphilia.com/schedule. I will see you on the call. Bye.